Hi everyone, welcome to WION Live broadcast from New York City. I'm your host, Susan Tehrani. We're going to take a look at this hour's headlines before we go straight into our first story. U.S. President Donald Trump hits out at California Governor Newsom, terms him incompetent and unable to provide protection to ICE officers. Police have made arrests overnight after an emergency curfew came into effect for parts of downtown Los Angeles. Protests pop up in other major U.S. cities, including New York, Chicago, Austin, and Washington, D.C. More demonstrations are planned this week and weekend. Texas is deploying the National Guard in anticipation. Iran says that it will strike U.S. bases in West Asia if nuclear negotiations fail and conflict arises. This days ahead of a planned sixth round of Iran-U.S. nuclear talks. U.S. President Donald Trump applauds the new trade framework with China, states 55% tariffs to the U.S. and 10% to China, and terms the deal as being excellent. 2 days of trade talks were held in the United Kingdom. The Kremlin says efforts to improve Russia-U.S. ties are unlikely to yield quick results, pointing out multiple obstacles to normalize bilateral relations. This comes after a series of calls between President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin. Moscow says Russia and Ukraine to exchange severely wounded prisoners of war today, the latest stage of a large-scale agreement to free more than 1,000 prisoners of war by each side. On Tuesday night, the two sides exchanged bodies of soldiers killed in the conflict. Gold prices rose 0.7% as investors stay cautious over the U.S.-China trade truce. All eyes now on key inflation data that could guide the U.S. Fed's next move.